Jose, Jamie, Mama Car. We've gone. Just a ickle one, put me down. Poor little tree. Actually, we've not actually got a tree, we've got a limb. A very rotten limb down. Let's go. So I said to Jamie, the forecast is likely cows. And that's because we're going to see my quacks. Hence I've got a big bag of corn on my arm from the chickens. We're going to go feed them. This time of year is when they start to struggle, so I'm going to try and feed them all. Brandon, how you doing? And then we're going to come off the tarn on the footpath where I had cows the last time. From there and along the train station and back along the old train lines. Ooh, slippy. Beth, love you. Sheena, love you too. Don't feel too clever today. I feel I'm getting the lurgy. Tight chest and aching bones. Just what you need. Hiya. Dale, how you doing? A very different day today. Thanks, Sheena. If you're not such a daisy, go check her out. She started posting videos. Let's go show her some love. Johnny, how you doing? Hi Beth, it's dodgy. Tight, you know when you're gonna... So this is hopefully gonna burn it out, I think. When we get to the old railway station, that line was laid there in 1829. And it became a station there in 1836. And we are going to walk the branch line that was built at the same time. It's actually clearing off, Johnny, I hope. Oh, bugger, that's coming my way, isn't it? You can't actually see the top of my hills, they're in the clouds. But it's gone milder. You're right, Kirsty, I think it's about 4C today, ish. Gonna drop below freezing again tonight. I do love a good frosty morning. Finished doing Liam's what? Leon's what? Oh, cool. Beth is a very talented lady. I adore her. So I have a huge bag for my quacks. We've got about 3 kilos of food in there. So we'll see how long it lasts with my big quacks that want to follow me home. Seconds. And Willow gets a bit bigger, I think I might walk her down the town. Sheeples. How you doing, Jose? Sazzy, you alright? Ooh, pizza. Yes, please. I've got some braised steak in the slow cooker. Can't wait for that tonight. slow cooked steak that just melts, mashed potatoes, and cabbage and leeks slow fried in butter. Heaven. I used to make that to make the colcannon, to mix in with the mash, but mine love it by itself, so... Carl, you alright? Headshot, how you doing? That light job looks well smart run. Took us a while yesterday to warm up. When I got back in the car, I thought I'll just have a look at the temperatures. And sure enough, -5s and -6s. I knew it was cold. I'm not even thinking about Christmas yet. So those are the lights you were doing the other week, headshot. They look tidy as. I wouldn't have a clue. I know, I was thinking that, you know, they might throw a bit of a wobbler at you. Kirsty, I wish. I wish indeed. Yes, it's nice and quiet. Not many people around. It's going to be hard going today, though, I think. Dropped her daughter at work this morning, and within 10 minutes I'd picked her back up. She's tested positive this morning, so she's locked in the bedroom. I'm immune suppressed, and a little sister with her disability doesn't do well with it, so she's keeping well out of the way. One of the ladies seems to be getting spread by one of the ladies that she looks after. She seems to be the common link. Another couple of staff have had it as well. Christine, you alright? I mean, the first time she had it, she was rushed to hospital. Her lips were blue. It was horrible. So hopefully this time it's a lot milder. Tim, how are you doing? Good morning, Tim. Is this you on your break by any chance? I do like that copse of trees up on there, look. Dacone, how are you doing? Yeah, Jamie and Gareth if he comes back in. If I get had by cows, that's going to be on my headstone, you and Gareth. And I told you they hurt. I always want to bring down an axe and get that post off the old style, because I've gone to trip over it way too many times. No Way Master, hi, how you doing? No Way Master is a really good friend to have. Lovely channel. You alright, Andy? Oh, cool. We're going to the quack quacks, Andy, for a start. We're sprinkling the cows if the farmer hasn't moved them out the back. nice copse of trees. Or beech. Back in the day, they planted a lot of beech around here. It was a lot were mainly oak. It's got a lot of pine forest. And beech were brought in and planted up. On about blue, I said about daughter with the blue lips. My 21-year-old. They thought she had blood clots in her lungs. Scans showed they didn't, but they thought she might be forming them. So I had to keep a close eye on her. Thank you, Tim, you're a star. That copse is full of pigeons. They've been eating the rest of the beech nuts. Some finches up there too. And chaffinches. Hopefully those clouds are in place where my hills should be. Stay that way. I'm trying to watch the direction that they're going. I think I might be alright. If not, your skin's waterproof, innit? Pizza, yes. Well, we're probably going to come into the field with them. We're going to be going through the back of the tarn. I mean, there's still apples on there, crab apples. We're going through the back. Oh my God, look at the ground. Absolutely covered with apples. Everywhere. And Andy, I need to clear those videos of the birds, the chickens. I'll get around to that as well. Break into the fortresses and get some close-up videos. Dad, it's really wet. I'm trying not to fall on it. This little path here is covered in leaves. And I think I'll be doing the splits if I'm not careful. No, the road going over the train tracks should be quiet. The road's shut. Anthony, how are you doing? Oh, Anthony, do you know what? I had frostbite yesterday. That was brutal. That wind chill and those high winds, horrible. Mishi, how are you doing? We're going to find the quacks. Devil's Rejects, how are you doing? I don't know if you can hear, it's a bit squishy over the leaves. I'm glad I chose not to go up the moors today. I think I'd be crawling. Oh. Hawks had a pigeon. See, I don't mind the hawks getting the pigeons because pigeons are nature's larder. They're fat and juicy. But they have an awful habit of coming from off blackbirds and blue tits. Ticket blackbirds taste really juicy and nice. But they'll take those over the pigeons, which for me is madness. 96, how you doing, chick? How's your world? It's gone very quiet. Apart from the sheep in the field. Tim, have a good one. Check out Tim, he's brilliant. Got a lot of time for Tim. Ooh. Uh, squishy squish. If there's any justice in the world, the farmer will move those cows out. I doubt it though, but hey, I can wish. Sheeples. Angela, good morning. How's you, Angela? I've got one of Sheena's playlists saved. I've made my own playlist of Sazzy's videos. And I just run them at 90. Well, these lot of... I did just then, Kirsty. I always get a dead spot just there on the path, which should be back decent. One. What do you call it? This crossing came as well. Picture coming in, chick. When I'm out walking as well, I always worry that the Ninas are going to come down when I'm halfway over. In the right spot, Sheila. Ooh, Sazzy, yes, please. I wouldn't mind if those clouds came in, you know, I'm red hot. And if they aren't, they will be quickly. Submission. Mork and Mindy. Now that's a blast from the past. Why doesn't Mork and Mindy ever get repeated on the TV? What was wrong with Mork and Mindy? I can't really remember. Tuba, we're going to Lake. Just up here in some woodland. Let this car come round first. Here we go. Yeah, it was. There's a few of the old shows that they won't repeat now. I'll try and think for possible reasons why. Cows on bikes. Peter, once we've done the ducks, then it's kind of time to hit cow territory. So I might get a second wind going through there. Sheeples. We've got a carry on. Yeah, Nanu Nanu. I love Lucy. What else was there? Third Rock from the Sun. Everyone loves Raymond. Oh, what's the other one? Janice wasn't in it. Not Janice from Friends. Oh, I can't even remember her name. Two friends, bloke, girl, woman. And they ended up living together for a bit, I think. They eventually ended up getting together, I think. Can't remember. It'll come back to us, I'll have to search it. See all those leaves have gone in the big trees. See right through. What is that in there with those? Someone put some roses in. We've got another winter solstice thing going on here. Someone's been putting flowers in with the trees. And I've seen that before. Bewitched, that's another one. Stock Explorer, how you doing? You alright, Nora? Now we had that in the Roman Wood. Spring and winter solstice. So we've got it here too. PA, how you doing? Stock Explorer does some brilliant lives as well. Check her out. Sheila, what were the hours this morning? 3, 6, something. SB, alright. Will and Grace, that's the other one, Will and Grace. See, pops back in the old head. SB, one of these younger trees back there, has had some roses pinned to it. You know, like in the other woodland. But in the other woodland, they've chose vine-like plants, the honeysuckle mainly. Tick, tick, boom. Home improvement, yes, love that. Car coming. I wonder if the old guys with their radio patrol boats are out today. Oh, we've got a few pheasants in. We've also got a cheeky sheep or two that have escaped, look. See, Sheena, I do listen. I think it's an offering, SB, but it's on a young beach, so it's different to the other ones. Another car coming. They chose roses for this one. Be interesting to see as we come through the back if there's anything else on the lesser used paths. Oh no, the sheep are allowed in. They're letting them graze the turnip tops off. Look at the size of those lambs, they're enormous. Uh-huh. don't think they are, there's not many cars. Which is why in winter time I like to come and give these ducks for extra food. I knew it'd jump down. Little blue tip. Really pretty little bird. Ooh, what happened there? Ice, how you doing? Awesome fishing, how you doing? Thank you, Angela, you're a star. Ooh, we might have all around with boats. There seems to be a few hanging around. I love the look out onto the lake as you get close from this side. It's still as glass today. Maths of the day. Nice one, nice. I see ducks. I see swans too. Oh yeah. Ah, we've got baby swans. And we've got someone fishing. This place in winter, in the frost and the snow, is just stunning. There's my submarine ducks. Those little tiny ducks can really dive down low. Oh, we've got a lot of geese on that top bank. See all of them there, must be? A lot of geese. And seagulls, I can see. Seagulls can be a pain in the backside. Those swans. Beautiful, beautiful birds, look. They're a way to annoy the guy fishing. I love it when they puff their wings out. Really show off. And my ducks are waiting. Happy days. Submarine ducks, come this way. We need to see your prowess. You can point it to swan, but it won't come to you. Unless you've got loads of food. Oh, she's taking a picture. Deep sea diver. Just love the reflections in those clouds. Oh, thank you very much, Awesome. I was asleep early last night. I didn't do very well. I try and stay up for the later lives, and I am terrible. Sheena, it's the one I like to paint. That kind of thing is the stuff that I like to paint. Sable, how you doing? Tennessee, how you doing? Got salmon. How you doing, Sam? Oh, we've got some submarine ducks here. I am amazed by these little critters. New Hope, how are you? Where's my ducks? And they're at the top. They're in their usual spot. One-legged duck, look. Nod. Quack, quack, she coming this way. Quack, quacks. They're all having their afternoon nap. Yeah, they're kind of nice with the back of their wing. These ones will let you feed them. We've got a little coot there. Their chicks are so cute. They've identified the bag. They're all starting to get a bit excited. Oh, that's a noisy chick. Look at its legs and its feet. They're huge compared to its body. But they're only really, really shy. Right, little winged people. Oh, look, they're coming. Where's my favourite one? I can't see it. Where is it? Where's my duck? Spotty chest isn't here. Look, they're coming. Spotty, where are you? Yes, it's me, little friends. I haven't even got the bag open, so... Jeez. Right, get out the bag. Robbed by the quack quacks. Get out the bag. Look at them all. Seagull, you can do one. Use a greedy. Ooh. Here are my submarine birds, so they can get that under there. Here comes a swat. Oh my God, that's my finger. There's one sat between my legs. Got a load of more hens and coots. You lot are just too greedy. I had about 3 kilo of corn here. I'm knee-deep in ducks. Right, one of my deep sea divers is limping over there. So we're going to go over, if this lot will let me pick the bag up, and give it some food as well. Oh, we've got some little cygnets. And we've got a swan. Yeah, they're really hungry today. I was feeding the swan. Ooh, I just stood on one. Right, where's Spotty? Baby swans. They're one of the last hatches of the year. They've still got a lot of grey on them. My little deep sea divers. That's my foot. Right, will you let me... Right, you ready for it? Shaheen, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, God. Thanks for coming in. Where's Spotty? I'm not happy. Jeez. B&H, how you doing? I hope you had a brilliant birthday. These are rogues. Miss D, thank you very much for coming in. You three? See my deep sea diver just there, look. It's not so easy to make sure everyone gets some food. Look. I don't know if you can see the little diving ones. Right. You lot. And I've now got cord all in my boot. That's why you have to feed them through the winter. Godson, how you doing? Oh, I'm good, Godson, just getting mugged by ducks. Yeah, they're all on the way in, look. And look at the size of that cygnet, it is massive. Valentin, how you doing? Right, you two are ridiculously greedy. Empty hand, look, empty hand. I haven't got any. See, look, none left. We've had it all. And your gullet is full. You've got a belly full, my friend. Hey, and you. Hey, look. Oh, sorry, they've had it all. I know, I'm a bit like the woman out of Home Alone, aren't I? Oh, you're cute. Right, ducks, bye-bye. I need to take my boot off. We're going to go and sit at the table because I've got a boot full of corn. I've never seen one of these boats move for years. There's my cock's right boot. Jeez, I've got loads of corn in my boot. See it all? Gonna have to hop over and give them the rest of it. I think, how much have I got in? Can I pour it into my hand? Not worse than having a little stone or a bit of corn in your shoe. Right, boot back on. Right, you're gonna have to look at the sky for a minute while I do my laces up. 2 seconds. There you go. There's the sky. Hopefully not my head. And that was 3 kilos of food there. And I demolished it in seconds. And they're so tight. Oh, I'm going to turn you, sorry. There you go. They're so tight in that the bags of food you buy cost you £1 and it's like a handful. Very tight. So we're going to go through the back of the wood and onto the footpath. And hopefully... Zaxon, how you doing? Bit worried that my favourite one's not here. Hello, Mrs. Swan, with your babies. I see you. How's you, Zaxon? Right, on to the train station. see any squirrels on the way. I wonder what she's picking up. There's a lady just walking around with a carry bag. She's looking for shrooms. Yeah, if anyone hasn't already, can share out Secret Blackburn for us. Let's get him his 1K. If anyone deserves it, he does. It's not just the time and effort he puts into the actual lives, it's the planning, it's the supporting everybody. He deserves that recognition, if not else. And Headshot says he'll do a naked ride with all his lights flashing on his bike around his town. Didn't you, Headshot? You alright, Ralph? My God, is these cows here? We shall find out in a sec. I think that was a really good and generous thought of yours, Headshot, you know. All your flashy lights and your kit off on your bike, doing a lap of the town. Now that's gonna get the coppers on the coppers watch list with the bike. Although I believe it's a UFO. I hear tractor. Naked rider. That would be so funny. Well, you could do your stick helmet as well. That's allowed. That would be funny. And all the lights flashing. His bike looks tidy. We have a nobbled pigeon. The hawks hadn't started eating and it's left it. I shall let the farmer get going with his tractor. How you doing, Ralph? That storm was wild last night, wasn't it? This used to be a campsite. Just look at your old taps and things here. When the council took it over, they stopped the camp. Got a couple of water sources in there. Ha, 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 ha. Look, you shut them in there. Get in. Silver, how you doing? Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. Jamie, they're in there. Look, some nice rump steak in there. Rose, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, Rose. Hellish winds last night, Ralph. See, this is where I get a bit stuck because the footpath just doesn't exist. Hence I let Mr. Farmer get away ahead just in case I get tailed off. There's the beef. Oh, yuck. Smell of silage. Ugh. Can't stand the smell of silage. Ugh. Sweet pickled grass and bog. It started early evening. All right, D. Jones? I'm calling this the footpath. Or is it over there? I think it's over there. No, it just looked like people walk this way. But there is a track over there. This is where the cows were sat. The last time I was in, he's got a lot of rabbits in this bank. Fresh rabbits too. Can't see them. How you doing, D. Jones? Some nice lines through that rock there. We've got an old stone wall under this hedge line. So it's got the edge of it. Nature swallowed it back up. Oh, no, it's a molehill. I thought it was a coward. I didn't have to come in yesterday afternoon. Well, I mean, there's my hills. And they're inside clouds. How are you this fine day, D. Johns, or is it too early to say yet? Farmer's been landscaping, look, he's been bringing rubble and soil up. Can't see any cows. I think we're looking good. Unlucky Jamie. Rava was bitter yesterday in that wind up there. So we're about to hit the trade line of the trade station. And we're going to follow it through along the disused line back into town and where the old station used to be. The bridge within the town's gone, but the station house is still there, the station master's house, and the buttresses for it as well. Ducky, how you doing, Ducky? Lovely to see you. Once you ignore the sound of the tractor, it's a lovely, tranquil place. Oh God, this looks manky. He's got a water trough there. I was wondering what he had in there. The dark patches back there are where the farmer's been moving, remodelling somewhere. Right, this bit looks hard, it's sandy. So yes, it is. It's got a load of old rubble to make this track. A pheasant, by the look of it. So while it's still in my head, the Carlisle to Newcastle Railway was 1821. This was built, but the station that we're going to cross through didn't become a crossing, an actual station, until 1836. With its side line that we're going to walk the way through into town. Now, it opened up for passengers in the early 1900s, but it was closed down, the branch line, 1921, or was it 23, I think. But the remnants are still in town. We are in northern England, close to the border with Scotland. Now, this train station's name's changed a few times over the years, but it's mostly known as the Brampton Station, which is mad because it's 2 or 3 miles out of Brampton. If you got the train here and expected to get to Brampton, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Building rubble. Could possibly be the buildings at this station were all demolished. So odds are these are the remains of that. It's on this bank side here. And we have the pine end of the woodland that I took you to, where I found the deer tower and countryside loo. A couple of up away, should have got about there. We've got some foxes dug in on this bank onto the left. Oop. Always check your gates are shut. Oh, cool deal. I had my DNA tested, and I am more Scandinavian than I am British. It's bizarre. Norway, Sweden, even Finland. Hawk, again, has had that. I had a big fat juicy pigeon and plucked it. So one thing with the sparrowhawks and the buzzards, it's not pleasant. They don't kill them first. They eat them as they find them. So the branch line we're going to walk along, used to carry lime and coal and zinc as well, I believe, to Brampton to then be shipped off further out. The branch line, when it was open to passenger, it was mainly for those products. And the miners, a lot of area, and they travelled out on this sideline and then along through here on the way to work every day. I smell fox. Fox got to have that pigeon maybe. Fox have got a very musky scent, and you can smell that scent hours after they've passed. And I know there's an earth up behind us. Suppose that's the possibility. How are you, Grandma Kelly? It's the lines I can hear. Yes, I'm never far away from my walking boots during the week. 29, thank you so much, US dollars. Hiya, how are you? And get him those last to that 1K. He's so close. You what? Yeah, don't get used to it. It'll be a little bit of luxury during the winter. None of the creatures have it, but the cars rescue hens I got that were caged hens. A little bit iffy along this part because the one to my left and one to my right. I can't see them. Possibly three. We've had a little bridge here. It's part of those piles. A little bit of rubble now. The buildings here were all demolished in the late 20s, I believe. Thanks, Sazzy. I haven't heard as yet my long-tailed tits, but every single live were out, so never far away. Thought I heard one then. It's gone really quiet and still again. I'm not used to it being still, look. Not a breeze, nothing. It's very unusual. The Bud Files, good morning. Yeah, I had the Bud Files on my community page the other day. If you haven't been over, go check them out. Sue is one of the loveliest people on the planet. And Joe, one of the most intelligent people I've ever known on here. So you got the old wrought iron fence. We've had a gate there at one point. Look, that one's vanished. It's ivy now. We're going to cross the wrought iron old bridge. No, I can't find a date for this bridge. This became a station in 1836. Drainage down there. We've got the old stall warning. Oh, we've got another fence there as well. We've had a building just here. We've got the bricks there. Was it, Suzzy? Hi, Ralph. We did have a sleeper carriage here back in. Ooh, rail replacement. Rex, how you doing? Here we go, the little old bridge. When the wooden steps wear out, they just use some new sleepers to rebuild them. There we go. Connects both platforms. Can you hear how hollow the ground is? It's big. See, bits like this make me nervous. You see how it's all rotten? This is all boards. So that way you've got Carlisle. And this way, Newcastle. And there we go, the top edges. They just remove and replace the wood. Same as the steps. These steps are a funny angle. They don't strictly stop. Oh! That got my heart fluttering. An announcement on the station platform. There's no one there. They've got big speakers. The next train's not running, so they're putting on a bus from here to Carlisle. If they're going to do all this, Ron, how you doing? There's my coffee, nice one. If they're going to do all the stops with a bus, it's going to take them forever. There's the lake we were at the other day, a little pond.
Here is a special announcement. A replacement bus service is in operation between this station and Carlisle for the 13:55 northern service to Carlisle. Further information is available from the Station Information Board.
They always use people with posh voices, posh accents. This wall will have been here since the original station, 1836. There's big old beautiful coping stones on the top. And this lovely stonework on the platform side. Now we've had rails here. Look at that big old nail. Wooden rails. Oh, it's loose. That old nail, hobnail. If you think I'm scaling that, you can think again. Bit of weight in that. So we had wooden posts all the way along that way. Now we are on the sideline. That split off to go at the Tarn. I am not getting my backside up on there. Not happening. There's a lot of stone there. Look at those copings. Have a look on the top of them. Stone was the easiest, longer lasting building tool back in the day. What is that? It's got a blue tip. But it's not the blue tip I was looking at. I think we've got a thrush in behind there. Loads of little birds all over the ground in here, looking for the beech nuts. Including some right over my head. Oh, yes. Come back, little birdie. There is a long-tailed tip. Such busy little birds. Trees are absolutely full. Up there, I've got some robins, got some finches. Maybe we've got a bullfinch, young bullfinch up there. It's alive for birds. What is that just flew up on there? Something just scared them. The whole flock's leaving. Love them. This, you're right, Vegas. This is going to be one of the buildings to do with the train line that we're going to be walking. I'm absolutely loving that it's quiet. Grandma Kelly, thank you so much for coming in. And the further we go, the more birds we're going to have in here. They're everywhere. I feel like Alice in Wonderland. Oh, little birds. Valentine, how you doing? Up there, in the back, is the old children's home and the abandoned house at the back of it. Oh, the house, I should say barn, that was being converted. I would love that silver birch for my fire. It is brilliant to burn. Love silver birch for the fire. I collect fallen branches from I've got 3 silver birch. I collect them for starting fires because they just go up. There's a lot of oil in that papery bark. Now the leaves have dropped pretty much. It's a completely different place. I'm quite excited about Saxon's little adventure coming up. The house is just around in this corner, just around the back of there, and the land that the farmer wouldn't sell. So still and peaceful today. And the deep dark pond. If my terrible sense of direction is right, that treehouse type deer towers up in there. With toilet, with a view. And these old beaches bow down into the field. And look at that branch, look how big that is. It's actually bigger. Its base not far off. Wobbly bobbly. And there's Axon, you deserve to too. You're brilliant. And once you hit that million, it quickly rolls along. I think I hit the million mid to late June, I think. And at the weekend I was at 7,200,000, I think. Something like that. 7,200,000. So every now and again it blows up and goes nuts. This would have been a lovely train ride. No bro, you what? Someone was cutting these young saplings and bending them down over the tracks, which the local parish council didn't take kindly to, and they remedied it. Thought it would have been a fantastic opportunity as the grew. Ooh, watch my feet. I pre-recorded at the Scheduled Monument, the lime kilns and the quarry. And that is going to be on Thursday night. It's a premiere. Absolutely stunning place. Love it. It's out of worldly, the landscape, because of all the work in mining, the extraction. It's bizarre. Oh, and there's bonus cows. That's where I had the issue with those cows, the last ones. For all the bit, there is big boggy bits, there are some really hard standings on this, but the train line. I'm keeping out with that bottom because it's minging. Hello Michigan, how you doing? Have you got the snow your way? I was blown away by the snow levels for New York. I would absolutely love that amount of snow. Was it 50 or 75 inches of snow forecast? Right. It's not very good for ankles, that bit, walking in a bank. I'm so easier watching the snow come down. That was some snowstorm. Yeah, it just acts, I mean, that one of mine, it's at 1.4 million. It has slowed down, but it's still chugging along. Got a few others that have been slowly cooking away, bubbling away. You get an initial flash Like yesterday, if I had one hit, was it 33? And then they might go quiet for a few days, and then after another couple of days, they start to creep. But it's just hitting that algorithm right. Yeah, it is. You have to keep at it. It's pointless doing for a couple of days, expecting to get big numbers and then stopping. You have to keep going, keep going, keep going. So the important thing is you're doing something that you enjoy. As well as this, I love playing with the wax and making the candles. I get just as much a kick out of it making them. Because two are never the same, they're always different. Coming up the bank out of the boggy bit. And as we get to where the station was in town, I'll show you where the bridge was. And the station house that's still there. The station master lived on site to look after the station itself, make sure there was no unruly behaviour and that the trains were safe in and safe out and on time. See, I have a couple of different times a day that hit well, and then you get the odd surprise one. And that big video annoys me because I've got something way better. But for whatever reason, that one was the one that flew. I look back down the track. This in a winter is stunning again. It's a frost and snow. Yes, it wasn't. We had a really dry spring and summer. But over the last few weeks, the water table's been replenished, shall we say. We've had a lot of rain. I'm close to a World Heritage Site called the Lake District, and it's a range of mountains. And I've also got the Pennines. I'm at the very northern tip of the Pennines. And our climate is a very cold one, but also a very wet one because of those mountain ranges. This winter, I cannot wait for snow. I mean, I love snow. Snow's my thing. And it's not really a given either, which I think is why I love it as much as I do as well. It's kind of special. I go on snow watch. There's so many places here that are just beautiful out in the snow. Right, the last time we came through this bridge, signal let me. So we'll see if it'll let me again. I've got everything crossed, so if I lose it, I'll catch you at the other end. I can't believe no one's been down spray painting in here. It's all shiny clean. A couple of kids' names written in mud. Looks like some kids have tried to have a little fire. But that's about it. And we're through. Oops. Oh, we're still boggy. So still and quiet. My elderflowers won't have any berries left on now. There's no cheeky snack on the way through. You alright, Paul? How you doing? Game Pro, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Becca, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Grandma Ducky, can you see Angela Critters? Angela Critters can't see you. Oops, Game Pro, unhide. Sorry, Game Pro, I want to give you a spanner there, and I hid you, but you're unhidden. Sorry about that. I am so... Yeah, I fixed it, SB. I am tone deaf. I know I'm tone deaf. I started gold fishing on purpose at a very young age. The odd happy birthday, you lot are really, really lucky they even do that. See what I put myself through for you lot. Yeah, Angela, Grandma Ducky says that you're not on a block, there's no one on a block list. See, Fluff's had this as well, and I've had it in the past before. You've got a secondary block list on your Google account, and somehow, now and again, people end up there. But you just get glitches on YouTube all the time. Sun's already getting low. Always accent, nothing else, no drama, will not be tolerated of any kind. Deej, how you doing, Deej? Deej is brilliant. If you haven't been on Deej, just go check her out. I still go back, you know, Deej, to that rubbed out homestead. When you're up behind there in the woods, I still go back and check that. That one absolutely fascinated me. As you can tell, I love things like that. Ron, I would love a coffee, yes please. Mick, how you doing? Mick, when are you taking us out for a spin next? Ooh, I could fancy some hobnobs. Hobnobs are a biscuit in the UK, and they're like an oat biscuit. They're lush. That gauze is hell on earth. Very, very, very spiky. And it has a habit of making any little stab wounds that you get off it. And I get infected. I hate the stuff. by Vegas. That little old tree, seeing better days. Not much of it left. Hold on, let's get your pants, Becca. Oop. I am not poking any tree. Any spiky ones. Look at the thorns. The ends are quite fine. Look at that one. On hawthorns, they're not pleasant. Oh, look at that willow. The head it's formed on that. Stormy, how you doing? Stormy, is you up late or getting up early? I mean, we're almost into the middle of the town now. Still got fields with sheep. And before it all got filled in, it was just dotted lines of miners' cottages for particular mines, farms, inns, pubs. Demi, how you doing? So we're still on that train line. The Telltale Bridge at the back. We're not far from where the station was. I found some old black and white photos. I'll have to put them on the community page. What it looked like. You had the station, you've got a few carts and horses in the background. Love historical photos. I have one of my possibly great granddad. Now, he was a monster of a man. He had hands like shovels. He wouldn't look out of place in a boxing ring. For that time in history, he was a big, big man with his pocket watch on. His suit and waistcoat. I've actually got a few. When I did my DNA, it kicked up a few DNA matches. And there was a family in Canada. They look to be 1920s, 30s maybe at the most. I would have thought. There's my great granddad who was a gamekeeper. Out with his gun and his Labradors. What else is there? My great aunt. Now, interestingly, from her photo, she had spinal issues too. So it was interesting seeing that as well, with my spinal issues. I think we are almost to the end and onto the road where the station was. Woodpecker. Yeah, we're just about here. In fact, we are here. No, I've never carried along there. I've got absolutely no idea where it goes. Mudra, how you doing? You okay, Goo? Bunch of rocks. Menu changes. Hate coming down this path. Look at that little conifer. It's like a lollipop. Ooh, lush sazzy. I cannot wait for this braised steak. Been in this local cut all day long. So here we'll have the bridge, what's remaining of the bridge. You've got the butchers on this side, and the water fence. And you've got this side of the bridge as well. The top's gone, but the sides are still here. And the pillar as it came round on that right hand side. This wall was all part of that as well. Show you from further back. Where those traffic lights are, you've got either side of the bridge. The train continue that way. And on the right, we'll just get across here. We have where the station was, the station house. Hiya. Okay, we're trying not to get run over. Now, what's interesting from those old photos, I'm coming across here and I have to go straight back, is this little garage still existed then too. It was still here. Oh, so it's this lady. Who's promoting what? Okay, yeah, please don't promote other people's lives in lives that are ongoing. So this little old garage was here back in the day. So early 1900s. And we'll come this way to cross over because it's a bit steep and wide. Not much of a path on that side. The station was just down there. So as I say, it's trying not to get run over. So these original cottages and homes. The town has lots of these. As the railway came in, travellers commuting became more of a thing. We have been to feed my ducky friends. Right side of the road. We've been to a tarn, which is a nice lake left by the Ice Age. I've been through the countryside, through the old train station, and following an old train track. We just walked the old train track that began running in 1836 and it was closed in 1923, I'm thinking. All these lovely old sandstone homes. And walls. There was just lots of terraces dotted around. And with the technological changes, they've been to check the railway lines, then motor vehicles, people could commute and they could move away from where they worked. And you got these terraces filled in. Hi. And this is one of the older parts of the town. Yeah, we've got a terrace of Victorian homes coming up on the left. They're 3 stories. And they also have a leg that kicks out of the back of the really big houses. They don't look it, but and everywhere just the local sandstone. Now ones like this back in the day will have had iron railings, but for war efforts everything was cut down. Same in the graveyards. It was all taken to make munitions. Very few people did or do replace them. Where does that one go across? Few in the graveyards rarely have them. This terrace has 3 layered houses. They'll have all had iron railings outside. But again, they were taken for the war effort. Big houses and back in the day as well. So that row there would have been pretty much on its own because all this end is new. And big stone gateways. Ooh, what do you put in your mashed potatoes, Stormy? I do love some mashed potato. Cream butter, lashings of salt. If I'm feeling, I'm making some special ones, I'll put some cream cheese in as well. Again, you've got another big old house on there. And we have a cottage hospital just around the corner. A local hospital back in the day, War Memorial Hospital. And today it's still used. There's no urgent care, and it's basically a stepping stone for people in hospital to get back home. A lot have been closed, but we've been lucky to keep ours. Yes, they are, Angela. They've been doing some repairs on this wall. There's a big house behind. And this is a new wing of the cottage hospital. Yes, they are. I mean, they had 3 floors, but they're also like a L shape. It's not just a rectangular house. There's like an L leg off the back. Some are extended, some weren't. Some of these houses on the left are prefab houses that were built after the war. Got more Victorian homes this way. And as we head uphill, very few of these houses existed up until within the last century. We've got a pillbox here. On this corner, you see that slit? That's the window to it. Take this cargo. And there's the window to it. And on top, there's your lid. The kids all used to sneak in, which is why they put the sign up. Ooh, that sounds good. Another way for mashed potato called Karen. You slow fry in butter some shredded cabbage and some leeks. And if you haven't got leeks, spring onions will do it. Green onions will do it fine. Shred them all up. Slowly fry them off. And then make your mashed potato as you regularly would. So your butter, your cream or your milk, your salt and pepper. And then you mix the cabbage and the leek through it. And that is divine. That on top of a cottage pie, or with some sausages, is just heavenly. Aldi, how you doing? I've been out wandering. I love these little steps that were left in this wall. This road's a pain to walk up there. A lot of these houses new. That house is brand new, like 2 or 3 years old. You're 2 minutes out from the town centre. And you've got fields with horses and cows. The fields actually come right into the town centre. And you've got the horses in that paddock. How you doing, Aldi? Having a roll. That little old wall's seen a lot better days. It started to collapse on this part. And I will turn you away from that convex mirror so you don't get a sneaky look at me in all my glory. The legs are almost certainly dragging today. Council's been on here, look at the mess that they've left putting that light in. Up on the bank, as you can see, there's not much room for cars. Becca, my iPhone. I just use my iPhone. Sheen, I woke up, I was having horrible dreams about being ill with a cold or flu. And sure enough, well, you'll know, autoimmune. Have you noticed when you get the flare up of what if you get a bug? Say you get a cold, colds get me the worst. It sends your white cell count into overdrive and it makes my bones hurt so bad. I really struggle with it. Dale, no, not quite. I've done a loop past it. Not. You alright, everyone? I take immune suppressants, so when I do pick up a virus, My white cell count fights me, and it's mainly my longer bones, so my thigh bones, pelvis, the bottom of my back, those bones ache. I hate the bone pain with a passion, and that is my reasoning why. I struggle, especially if I get a cold. I don't know if you're on immunosuppressants, Shana. That's how it works for me anyway. Deej, I make it, and it's brilliant. We make it, and if you just saw it in a mason jar, stick a stick of cinnamon in it, and let it sit, and it is amazing. I love elderflower cordial and elderberry cordial as well. I make both. And it is divine. Jello, you're right. Oh, look at that light flare. See the flare? Lens flare? It's like a little square. I've got a picture of a blue moon with a flare like that, and it is gorgeous, the flare. Oh, lovely. I hate dust. I had asthma as a kid, and it was dust and rabbit fur and horses for a while. It's not so bad now. $88 dogs. 8 a.m. dogs is our beautiful Denny. If you aren't on 8 a.m. dogs, you can go hit her up. All right. Okay, everyone. Ooh, I haven't tried that. Hi, Mercy. How are you? Thanks for coming in. It's one thing I've got not tried, I think, from Demi and Sheena, that I think I'm going to have to try some. So, people, I get across here and I'm going to let you go. Motor on down the street, get a coffee before school time. And my feet up for 5. So that sun might be a bit bright, isn't it? Lady's going around picking up rubbish. Good on her. I've still got that hobnail in my pocket. With a bit of fluff that held those wooden pillars in place, all the fencing at the train station. Thank you, I'm amazed I made it because I didn't think I was going to manage it. This used to be a farm. Again, none of these other houses were here. This was a farm and a stable at the back of it. Yeah, thank you all for joining me and keeping me company. I love it. Love the lot of you. So, people, that is me done. I shall see you all tomorrow. Where I'm going to be, I have no idea. I didn't decide on this until, oh God, about an hour before we went. Look at me hills. Clouds are still sat on them. See it all. I want to light my fire like they've got theirs lit as well, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you can shout out Secret Blackburn, get in those last few subs. Let's get him his 1k. He without doubt deserves every single second of that. So see you all tomorrow. Bye.